motherfucker.
Surprise, motherfucker. Oh, great.
Are you fucking blind? You can't see me!
Million shots though, that would help. Yeah, there you go. Embarrassing. Embarrassing.
Nope.
Run away, you're gonna die. Just run away, run away, run away, run away, you're gonna die. Run away, you're gonna die, run away, run away.
Plum here, g'day champions, how's it going, and welcome back to another Division 2 build video. So since I dropped my insane burst RPM Tinkerer Striker build, a lot of players have been asking for a PvP option. So I got to brainstorming and came up with this slapper with insane RPM and huge chunking damage. And it's been absolutely shredding. Sure, I've been killed, but in PvP, who hasn't? I feel this layout is a solid choice if you've been loving high RPM builds lately, you know, that brrrr action. But before we get into the build, welcome back to all you amazing subscribers, and if you're new to the channel and you're enjoying the content, make sure you smash that subscribe button. If everyone can take a second to engage with the video, a like, a share, a comment, it's all going to help with the magic and the wizardry of the YouTube algorithm. We are going to set another 200 like goal on this video. Reaching that goal would be absolutely amazing. If you did want to support myself and the channel just a little bit further, remember we have channel memberships. Click the join button below to see all the perks. And if you want to catch me live in action, jump on over, drop us a follow on Twitch. All the links for all my other socials are in the description below. Righto champions, with all that stuff out of the way, let's check out this build. We're going to be rocking 5 reds, 1 blue, no skill tiers, and we are sitting just shy of 1 million armor. Little heads up, this build is unoptimized and there is 0 expertise on it. Because I've been using this in conflict, expertise and your SHD watch is ignored, so just keep that in mind as we go through this build. For the setup, because it's a Tinkerer's mask, we have the Tinkerer. I also have 4 pieces of Umbra, and I've gone with the Contractor's gloves. It's been a while since I've opted in and used the Umbra backpack, but I feel like it works an absolute treat on this one. The rate of fire increase that we get from Umbra has us at nearly 1200 RPM without taking into consideration any sort of weapon talents. As I said, this thing has insane RPM and really does chunk armor. For your specialization, it's going to be player preference. I've gone with Firewall, primarily for that armor kit. Honestly, that's probably the only reason. As this is a Tinkerer mask, we are first going to start with the Tinkerer. This one is completely maxed out. Max weapon damage, crit chance, crit damage, and a crit hit chance mod. The talent here is abridged. If your primary and secondary weapon are not exotics or named and are of the same type, the secondary weapon's talent will also apply to your primary weapon. Can't use any talents regarding weapon swapping, and you can't double stack the same talent. Pretty straightforward, pretty simple. Just remember that you can only be using your primary weapon. If you swap to your secondary, it's not going to work. For our primary weapon on this one, we've gone with the military MK46, which is basically your Pestilence. Solid damage, it has 850 RPM with a very, very large mag size of 135. We've got max LMG damage, damage to targets out of cover, and damage to armor. The talent that I've gone for here is Measured. The top half of your magazine gives us a 25% rate of fire boost, but it does nerf our damage by 25%. The bottom half of the magazine has a minus 18% rate of fire, but gives us some chunking damage with a total of 30% increased weapon damage. Don't sleep on Measured, it's a fantastic talent, and with Umbra's already high RPM, this thing absolutely rips. With Umbra and Measured active, we have over 1400 RPM for that top half of the mag. Sometimes I don't expect it, and the opposition, they definitely don't expect it. Now, there is one major downside to using this LMG specifically, and that is that reload time. 3.24 seconds is a little bit long. I've definitely been caught out a couple of times in the middle of reloads, and that has lost the battle, but I mean, this is a fantastic gun regardless. For our secondary, I've gone with the GR9 just because I already had it, and I've rolled on the talent Optimist. Weapon damage is increased by 3.5% for every 10% ammo missing from the magazine. So by the end of the mag, we've got about 35% extra weapon damage. Because of Measured as well, that bottom half of the mag gets 30% extra weapon damage as well. As we keep firing towards the end of our mag, we're just getting more and more chunking damage. Look, if you want to use the GR9 as your primary, you definitely can. There is a little bit of an RPM difference, but there is also a magazine size increase. For our chest piece, we have our first of 4 pieces of Umbra. Umbra is going to give us 15% crit chance, 30% reload speed, and from the shadows into the light. While in cover, gain 10 stacks per second, up to 50. Each stack will give us 1.2% crit damage increase and a 0.4% RPM boost. The crit damage and the RPM won't apply while we're sitting in cover. Also, while out of cover, we're going to gain 10 stacks per second, up to 50 for some armor regen. These stacks get consumed once we enter cover, so we get damage when we're out of cover, we get repair when we're in cover. For the attributes on this one, max weapon damage, we haven't optimized our crit damage, and we've got a max crit hit chance mod. Now, the chest piece comes with a talent of its own. It is going to increase those stacks from 50 to 100 and how fast they're gained. So now we can get a total of 120% crit damage and 40% RPM increase. Honestly, if you're running Umbra and you're not using the chest piece, you're using it wrong. For the holster, it's our second piece of Umbra, and again, this is a completely unoptimized piece, weapon damage and crit chance. The knee pads are our third piece of Umbra, and again, haven't maxed out the weapon damage, but we have rolled on some max crit damage. For the gloves, I've opted to go with Contractors, primarily because we are using an LMG, so we're going to get that 10% LMG damage. These come with max armor, we've got crit damage, and that 8% multiplicative damage to armor. Because we're already nearly at the crit hit chance cap, even though this build's not optimized, and we're going to gain crit hit damage as we build our stacks, I feel like damage to armor is the better option here. And the fourth and final piece on the build is our Umbra backpack, which, like I said before, I have not used this backpack in a very, very long time, but I'm glad I have. The weapon damage needs optimizing, we've got crit chance and a crit hit chance mod. Now the backpack's got its own little talent here, and it's going to increase the stacks of the regen part of our talent from 50 to 100, and again, how fast we consume them. Basically what you're going to be looking at here is about 80% armor regen when you go into cover. This thing will repair you very, very quickly and can get you out of a lot of sticky situations. Now, running the Umbra backpack for your damage, is this the best option? Probably not, but it's the way I've gone with this build. So that's the guns and the gear. Now when it comes to your skills, complete, player preference, I've got a defender drone and I've gone with a seeker mine. You can pick and choose whatever skills you like. Righto champions, fine print time, let's check out the stats. As I said, we are basically on that crit hit chance cap, even being unoptimized. We've got 121% crit hit damage, which does increase to about 250% with max Umbra stacks. We've got our 14% damage to armor, and we also have that 12% detox. Because some of our core weapon damage attributes are a little bit shitty, we are sitting a little bit low on the all weapon damage, but we've got 40% LMG damage here. And I want you all to remember, because we're on my PC account, I refuse to expertise my gear. So you know as a new or lower level player that this build will be achievable for you. So I guess that's the build champions, an LMG Tinkerer build with insane RPM and serious chunking damage. Mow down the competition in a blink of an eye, but most importantly, have a lot of bloody fun. So what do you reckon? Are you going to be a champion and have a crack at this build? What modifications would you make? Let me know down below. Thanks to everyone for tuning in, and make sure that you show your support by smashing the like button on this video, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Everyone's support is always greatly appreciated. Remember to stay frosty, keep looting, keep shooting, and giving them hell. I hope to catch you all in the next one. I'm Plum out.